Hey everybody, this is the part 6 of the video of the sunset. Now I've got a little touch up here that I'm working on because the sky was finished, but I splattered, you can see a little white dot there. That was actually a black speckle, and I went to wipe it real quick and it put a hole in the painting. But anyway, these things happen, and you can see how I would repair this. I have white with some orange in it to correct this color, and I'm just going to kind of bring it through here, bury that problem area, air dry it a little bit. Okay, so I also had a scuff mark here. I'm going to kind of just put a little more color here, a little more touch-up white, and it kind of hit that cloud. It was like a line going up, so I started to spray the touch-up right before the video and get it going. So anyway, I will be going back in here with the airbrush, and you can't really see it in the video, but there's some marks and different, just paintbrush marks and different things, because I chose to use both, for this. And then I switched over to the micron pen, which is really great. They come in different sizes, and it goes fine with the airbrushing. It's waterproof and the whole 9 yards. But then whatever I do, I'm going to go back in and tie in the little lines by burying them with the airbrush, so that they don't look like separate pieces and stuff that look kind of funky. But anyway, so I have the color here that I'm touching up, and let me just spray out, get rid of the correction color, and I have a little yellow mixed up already. So it's kind of like earlier on in the video where I basically just, I think it was the second video, maybe the third part, where I was painting the sky, and it's the same thing, but this is a correction actually on, that I repaired this off screen, in between videos. That got damaged by trailing, which you can see in the video, the early videos. You could see that I actually go right through there and the gum was trailing. So fixing these mistakes are very important to show you guys, so that you can continue on with your painting. So I have my yellow, white, little violet to gray it down, and of course the white. So you take the transparent Createx transparent color, and you put the white in it to lighten it, and then you add your opposite to gray it a little bit. Okay, so let me just test this on the side. Here we go. All right. So in the picture, you can see it goes to orange too. So I'll do that also. Let's get that yellow back in there. Hopefully, this is kind of like a base I'm putting in. If I want it brighter, I will take the actual transparent color without the white in it, and I will spray it in. All right, so just looking at the picture here, kind of goes down this way a little, so I'm going to do that. Breaks into that area. All right, so we have that. Now, I do see a little lighter area here, so I'm going to just take the, wow, that's acting like a correction color in itself. That's cool. All right, so I lightened that area a little bit for the actual, reference picture is showing me that. Little adjustments. I don't want to go crazy on this. I was really happy with the sky before the accident happened, the splash. Okay. So now I'm just going to take, right out of the bottle, the transparent yellow. Because I already have the base down, I can kind of bring in a little tinting without saturation 100, like really going crazy. Like, for example, the yellow is way too bright, you know what I mean? It's just like, that would look like an abstract kind of sunset. All right, so because I have my base in there, I can brighten that yellow a little bit in some areas. Leave the base wherever I want. Kind of goes through a little here and a little there. Back over here it's brighter, so I'm going to just kind of put that in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, now if I spray on the branches again, transparent really can't hurt the actual, it can dirty up the black, but it's see-through, so it doesn't affect it too much. But you can see it's ghosting here a little bit, just a little bit there. And I'm going to go back in with the airbrush now with the black. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to go back in still with the original yellow. I forgot to do the bottom. It's always frustrating when you mess up areas, but it's not as frustrating when you know how to fix it, like I said. So now, again, I'm just going to run in some yellow here and fire in the orange on top of that. All right, let me make sure I'm happy with this. A nice little section here that, okay, so let's see. I do have the darker color, which is the mountain color. I don't really have to clean the gun because one of the colors in my mountain color is violet. It's the opposite of violet. It's yellow. So I'm going to kind of edge this one more time, this mountain area. Yep. There we go. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. And then just put this gray one back in here a little bit more. Just a feather stroke. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now I am going to put black in the gun. Not black, I'm sorry. I'm going to add burnt sienna to the yellow that I already mixed. Not the yellow out of the bottle, but the pre-mixed one. Okay, because again, I want to have a little orangey yellow color, and this is the way I could get it. So I'll go like that. Just mix it here. Okay, more. Okay, so that's your transparent burnt sienna, and I'm putting in 2 drops. I already had 1 in there, I think. Stir it around a little. And you get an orange, but you get like a brownish kind of orange, or a grayer orange, I should say. Let me blow that other color out here. Okay. Test it on the side paper. Well, that color, because I did not clean out the color of the mountain, I just ruined that color as far as in the color cup, as far as in the airbrush color cup. So I have to flush the gun. Again, if you were in the studio with me and I was teaching you in person, you would, it's not, there's mistakes that happen. And that's part of actually that's a troubleshooting and learning from the problems that you come into when you're painting, whether it's the teacher demonstrating or doing something like this, or the actual painting you're working on in class. If you were in the class with me, this would be how it would be anyway. So try to keep it real. and you'll learn more. Okay, so let's get that tested now. Again, I'm testing it. There we go. So it was really dirty, and now it's much better. I am looking off to the side, and that is too light. So what I'm going to do, I'll put a little bit in there, but I'm probably going to go back into a little more orange into the color. So I'm going to put more burnt sienna into the cup on the side here. I'm mixing it. I might even add a drop of orange too, because I want to get it to that orangey color. And in all honesty, I think I'll put a drop of burnt umber. Just one. Whoops, 2 came out. See what happens? Well, this will work more at the bottom. It's a much darker color. And the bottom of the painting, where I touched up that area by the bottom cloud. I don't know if I called that a mountain by accident, but anyway. Now we've got this color coming back in there. That's pretty good. And that goes to a brighter orange out there. Let's see what happens over here. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of come off the top of that. Pretty orange in this area. Outline the cloud a little. Go back in here. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to be adding more yellow in here. I'm going to finish this little touch-up just in here, because I just dirtied the airbrush up, going back and forth to the lighter colors. I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to get my yellow back in there a little bit more now, and then from there I'll go into just tweaking it to where I want it. Again, doing it in the video flat like this. I say it in every video because that's how I'm filming them, but that's not the position I like to work in. Sorry for being, repeating that all the time, but for this thing right now, I'm going to be getting into a little bit of going into the black. You're probably not going to see in the video much happen because the black is already on there. I will just show you how I'm just going to, all I'm doing is I'm sweeping over areas that under the lighting here, they look lots of different lights and dark areas. I'm just darkening what's already there. So there's tape on the edge. I retaped this, that's why it's so clean looking, but there's tape there. The board will be cut about probably 3/8 of an inch all the way around. I should have cut it before I did the painting, but I've done this before. I just have transfer tape. I put it over it. That's from the sign industry. It's really a great product. I protect the painting, but I also cut. If I have to have no painting on a piece of clay board, I'll put the transfer tape on the white surface, and it protects it from the saw. And just draw my line and freehand the cut. And if it's a little wavy, I'll go in with a file and I will fix things. So hopefully you guys can get a lot out of the video for this one here. Maybe it will show in the video, I don't know. Getting darker, tying in those strokes that are in that branch. All right, let's see here. So, like I said, this is really great. Let me just pick one little spot where you can just come in and put in exactly what you want if it's pointed, because it's basically, it's not going to move around like a brush. That little bit of time I left the lid off, it almost dried up on me, but it's coming back. So I'll be tweaking this. You know how you are with your paintings. When you're all done, you don't want to keep going back too much. You can ruin it. And I always, my wife will always tell me, stop, that's enough. You you're finished. Don't ruin it. Don't mess it up. It really looks good as it is and where it's at. So anyway, here it is, pretty much the finished picture, minus a few little things that I'm going to tweak, and then I'll put it up on Instagram. By the way, I'm on. It says Bill Snegon. That's Snegon. Airbrush. So it's Bill_Snegon_Airbrush. That's if you want to follow me on Instagram. I do have Facebook pages, Imagine Airbrush School by Bill Snegon. I have a Facebook page called Pet Portraits and Wildlife Paintings, and my photography. So those are 3 business pages I have on there that, I pop up a lot of different things. The pet portraits, I usually share all different videos, little clips on all of the pages just to get people to see I do other things. The photography is something I really enjoy, and I love taking pictures, and I love painting from my own photos, my own, what I see out there in real life. I get the right angle. I sometimes get down low. You get different, positions of you're in the car. You've got your camera with you. The sun's starting to set. You would have never caught that particular sunset with the tree in the front, or this one I happened to pull into a parking lot and I saw the evergreen tree, which I always love these kind of trees, and white pines. And I went outside of, and I just took the shot. I had the zoom, I pulled it in, and that's how I got this picture. But anyway, so these pages are on Facebook, and if you want to, you can check them out. Then thanks again for subscribing and checking these out, and I'll see you on the next project, and have fun painting. Take care. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.